Hi, everyone. Good evening. It is Wednesday again. How quick has that come around? I personally can't get over how quick it's got dark so early. That makes sense. 1 minute's bright sunshine. Next minute's dull, wet, cold, and the the speed at which it's turned into autumn has been quite remarkable. Because we've had very good summers here. Hello Neil, how are you? So I think what's going to happen is this summer is going to make the winter feel longer. Charlie, how are you doing? So if the winter feels longer, good. Hi Leslie, hope you're okay. Hope everyone's all right. Um, I'm just talking there really about how quickly it's gone. Well, autumnal, isn't it? Good word. Um, Hi Chris. Um, Nice to see you, Leslie again. Well, hope you're doing okay. It's gone from very warm summer to nasty, and this is when people are going to have problems. They'll always struggle in the winter, and then you've got Halloween, then you've got the Guy Fawkes carry on, and then you're slipping into Christmas. Then people start drinking too much. Yeah, incredibly quick, Neil, isn't it? The winter this time will not necessarily be cold. Hi, Dennis. Not necessarily be cold, but I think it may be quite a prolonged winter in our minds because it's been such a decent summer. Even in the UK, it's been good. I mean, we've been to Europe quite a lot. It's been so hot. Even Portugal about 8 weeks ago was 37. Turkey last week it was. Well, it's always warm in Turkey, isn't it? Greece May time it was warm, and obviously the same in the UK. It's been better than normal, isn't it? And I fear for a lot of people who will relapse during that time. Because when boredom sets in, can't just go for a walk, can you? Not that I would walk when I had drinking problems, I couldn't get out of the flat, but you know what I'm saying? Heavy drinkers tend to hit the bottle more in the winter. I certainly did. Because there isn't anything you do out the window, it's just dark, isn't it? Nothing to see, nothing to do, unless you make yourself um, get up and about, get up and out and about, and you've got to force yourself in the way. If you don't do that, you're going to guarantee it's going to relapse. So I've done it. Hello, Dan. Are you well? And if you got to, that's why you got to have activities, But what I was going to talk about tonight was really, there's a few more on here, is how the rock bottom saved me in a way because um, hi Aidan, if I hadn't hit rock bottom, I would have just kept on. If that makes sense, Um, and basically, if I just kept on being a steady drinker, I would have just died in my bed. I think. Yeah, that would be into it. And I just look back now. I think I'm so grateful for the fact that I actually rang the hospital, or rang 999. To be honest, so if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have been here. Neil, yeah, it's difficult time. You have to get out and about 100%. Even in the winters, now I've been to the death door when I was really ill, and so was Leslie and a few others here. Even just feeling the rain on your face is good, isn't it? Because when you think you're going to die, and that happens to a lot of alcoholics, they'll die early. You just want to be alive, and the feeling of alive and feeling feeling well is even better, isn't it? Being alive is good, but feeling good is even better. Hi, Sub. How are you doing? Nice to see you. I'm just talking about you've been down at the bottom, rock bottom as well, haven't you? You know how rock bottom really saved me in a way. Just mind, I think if I left it another month or two, I wouldn't be here because my liver was struggling. My whole life was in a mess. I mean, really bad. I mean, they said I didn't say I was critical, but they said I was seriously ill, and that's bad enough when the doctors tell you that, isn't it? So that was hitting rock bottom. Isn't a good thing, but it can be the only thing that saves you at times. Because I know plenty of people who've, been on the beer or wine or whatever they drink, and then they'll have a spell off it and go back on it, and spell off it and go back on it, and never really hit a critical level. And they'll just die when they're 65, liver failure or heart attack or something. But when you are taken to hospital to sort of look after you, you're under their care now. I mean, I only go twice a year for a scan, but everything's okay with me now. And I know lads haven't been to doctors. And well, women tend to go more. Lads haven't been to doctors for 10, 15 years. God knows what's wrong with them. Could be all sorts of other sort of comorbidities running along. The alcohol problem. Because no matter what you've got, even if you've got a minor problem, if you're drinking too much, it's going to exacerbate that, isn't it? It's going to make it much, much worse. And, you've got to be mindful of that. And I really worry about this winter. Even people on here who will relapse. And when there's over 14,000 subscribers on the channel now, there's a lot of them will relapse. So getting the word out there, I need to try and get more people on these lives, I think, so we can all have a group discussion about how to keep off it, and for people to be more accountable. Because it's a good thing to be able to come in here and say, well, I messed up, and then get some advice. Because the doctors aren't going to help you. They just say, well, you messed up, it's your fault. That's what I've got. The usual story, don't get any medication. So you've got to make a conscious decision, really, to stay sober for as long as you can. Steve Jones, I'm struggling with the absolute. Have a drink every 6 weeks. Pretty a fairy tale. You also can control it, can you? If you have a drink every 6 weeks, so you're off for a few days and a few weeks, then and then you go back on it. Text me on this number. Actually, my number's in the description of all the videos. Actually, I'll see what I can do for you, because it's mind of a matter on that one. I think if you can stay off for a few weeks, Hello, Richard. I hope you're well. Best to hit your rock bottom when you're younger. Definitely. More chance of kicking the booze for good. The older you get, the harder it is to kick the booze. I agree. Hit the rock bottom when you can. Well, the earlier the better, isn't it? It's just basically a question of getting sober. The younger you can, the younger the better, isn't it? The more years you've got behind you, the better. But I was on and off quite a lot. 2 or 3 years here, 4 years here, 8 years there, and obviously 6 years now. So my period of drinking hasn't been that much in the last 20 years, maybe even 30 years. But it was heavy when I was younger, and that's what I said to the doctors. I said, does this, the 8 years off count for much? He said, no, not at all. He said, because your damage was done when you were young. But how they know that, I've got no idea, but they're clever people, aren't they? They deal with that all the time. Hello, Catherine. Hope you're well. So the rock bottom is good in some ways. It actually gets you, because I would never want to chance that again. If I hadn't hit rock bottom, I would have maybe been on and off a little bit more. Relapse sober, and so on. When you hit the rock bottom side of it, it's like there's no chance of going back to that, because I know I wouldn't last long. I've got a friend of mine I mentioned it before. He's 53, and he was in hospital environment similar time to me. He had a similar problem to me, and he started doing it when he came out. Glass of wine here and there. He's completely yellow now. He hasn't got long to live, because he went back on the booze, and you can't go back on the booze. There's all of us who have hit rock bottom will help those who are 100%. There's I think what's been here, we're quite extreme cases, a few of us on here, and we're lucky to be alive. It's absolutely horrendous. It is. It's you're fighting for your life. I was. Submariner was. Obviously you were. There's a few others fighting for your life. And when you're drinking, it's basically, well, I call it slow suicide, but I think it's incredibly quick for some people. They don't die when they're very young. Like this friend of mine, 53. 53, he won't last. He's gone yellow. He's yellow as those bars when I said, buy me a coffee on the top there. If you want to support the channel, then please do so. Hit the super chat button or the buy me a coffee link, yellow as it is. And the more people support, the more I can do with the channel. Yeah, he's so yellow, I couldn't believe it on Sun. Because it just turned very quickly. I mean, he was pretty much deconditioned, very thin. Had a lot of walking issues. But after that, he started drinking this wine, a couple of glasses. I knew in a couple of glasses, probably more than that. And then he just went downhill again, and he's finished. My planets had to be lined up perfectly while I hit rock bottom, but it wouldn't stick. Yeah, that's a good point. The things have got to be in place, haven't they? Steve Jones, I guess I haven't hit rock bottom, so I believe I can flirt with addiction. Yes, that's a very good point. I know I can't drink. before I thought, well, I'll be all right. And I never was all right, was it? You're never going to be all right. If you're an addict, you're always going to go back to it. You're going to become completely and utterly controlled by it. And when you're controlled by it, you're finished. Controlled me for many years, and I'm not a stupid person. None of you on here are stupid. But most alcoholics that I've met are pretty switched on people. Quite, able, affable, decent folk who just tend to overthink a bit, take too much on maybe, and get themselves in a mess. Approaching 6 months, not our best decision made to stop. Proud of progress. It's so difficult to maintain. It's something sinister about them. There is saying, yeah, 100%. I've got an ebook out. If you want to have a look at that, it's in the links. That might help you keep off it. I should do. It's $5.99. Hello, Catherine. Thanks for that donation. Super chat from Catherine there. It helps the channel massively if you can support it. And thanks again, Catherine. Nice to see you again. Dolly, hello everyone. Best thing that happened to my rock bottom. It kickstarted learning all about myself and how to learn a new way of living. I've got a hernia now, therefore can't drink anymore. No chance. Not just a hernia, it's anything around that, isn't it? Love those little emojis, Catherine. Johnny the Troll, hi Stephen, how are you doing? And how doing everyone? Nice, hello, making lunch. Okay, sounds good. I'm quite hungry myself actually. I just had a prawn salad earlier, that's not enough, is it? You got to eat well as well, it's another thing. Leslie, it's hard to imagine when you're 30 odd and partying hard that at 60 you'd end up in hospital wearing nappies, unable to walk and fighting for your life. Yeah, because when we're 30, we think 40 years old, don't we? I got a mate who, these are drinking mates, and real friends, Well, whatever they are. He's 42. I don't care if I die at 50. I said, you will when you get to 49. Because we look upon it, it's so far in the future. But, Mother's got this saying, it's later than you think. And it's very true that it's later than you think. And unless you get a grip of that, get into your Dad used to say, get into your thick head, then you'll have problems. Catherine, that's great, Hayden. Keep it up, 100%, Hayden. Well done. 6 months off is fantastic. Just keep pushing it all the time. Think of it. Whenever you fancy a drink again, anybody here, including myself, think of how bad how you felt, how wonderful life is without it. The two massive extremes, aren't they? How ill you were, how ill you felt, how bad the experience was, and when you are sober, it's a totally different world, isn't it? Samana, everyone's rock bottom is different. Some people are quite moderate, others will take you off to the depths of hell. Yeah, I agree. Mine took me to the depths of hell as well. Just on a quick note there, Samana, I saw on the news flash there that some submarine has just returned after 209 days. It's a hell of a spell on a submarine, isn't it? About 7 months, isn't it? It's a long time. Yeah, so the rock bottom will kickstart. The rock bottom for me made me realise that I couldn't drink, but I was very close to death. Bit of a risk, isn't it, to take? So don't get to rock bottom. As Leslie said, we're here to help people not get that far. I wish I'd stopped at stage 3 when I was heavy drinking, rather than stage 4, which is dangerous drinking. Because when you get dangerous drinking, then you're not going to last long. Simple as that. Ben, how's it going, guys? Hello, Ben. Just as a little interlude here, I spoke to Bertie years around. He's been sober for 2 weeks, no cigarettes and no booze, so it's good. And I did ask him to come on here. I told him it was 8:30, but he hasn't arrived yet. I'm not sure what's happened to Beef and Chicken or a few of the others, but I'm sure they'll come back. Maybe they're not used to this 8:30 start yet. We'll see. But everyone's intact. Everyone's in one piece, which is good. Because there's a lot of regulars here. But there was one night last week when I put this video out about the 8 years sober thing and drinking again. That lots of people came and knew. Yeah, brinksmanship took it right to the brink. That's the thing, yeah. To right close to death. Absolutely mental. As somebody mentioned there earlier, I can't remember what it was. Sinister. It's a sinister liquid, isn't it? Oh, drug or habit. Benjamin, what about the guy Rick? Superstar, anyone heard from him? He hasn't been on here. Oh, he's gone a bit quiet. I never heard from him. But they'll come back. Everyone will come back the winter. This is when this sort of thing will flourish because people are going to have a hell of a time. Steve, that was because the relief submarine was unfit for sea. My longest patrol was 103 days. And that was a claustrophobic diesel submarine. Jesus, 103 days is a long time, isn't it, underwater? In a metal tube. A bit like being in an airplane underwater. I could just imagine. I've never been in a submarine. I've been in a military ship a couple of times. I was in the police to do some security stuff, but never in a submarine. Submarines were always classed as a bit more, I don't know, high security. Urban Angst, I am exactly 10 months out of the fund. Well done, Urban. Since December the 1st, 2024. Rewarded myself with fried eggs and grilled cheese. Sounds interesting. Fried eggs, grilled cheese, never had that. I've had plenty steak and eggs, but never fried eggs and grilled cheese. However, I enjoy it. Lots of protein, isn't it? Tom Cunningham, it's crazy to say I've got to look at this rock bottom as a blessing. Really make me do something about it. Hard to say it that way, It is difficult. Believe you me, life's great when you get out of it. I've never been happier, never felt better. Because even when I was in my 20s, I still had this sort of, we'll call it like a cloudy head when I had too much to drink. Even just had a few. The only time I was alright was when I had one or two before early, so I went to bed really early. Early time was 6 o'clock start. I used to go to bed about 9. 2 or 3 cans, read a book, and that was great then. But after that, I started to have a few pints and then a couple of cans. I always used to feel a bit foggy, just for a few minutes, because when you're young, you can recover from it. I wish I'd just got it in control then, but that's besides the point now, isn't it? We are here now, isn't it? It is what it is, as my partner Samantha says, it is what it is. And it's very difficult to get rid of these thoughts and the regret, but you've got to do it and you've got to move forward because the dopamine thing about yesterday is gone. The only things you can think about, really, or worry about, or talk about is today, this minute, and tomorrow, really. Maybe, have plans and, do things and enjoy yourself, but don't look too far ahead. Sober starts, or should I say not very sober starts, showing his true colours. I think it's a bit of a con. Oh, 100%. I said that initially when it came out. It's too healthy for an alcoholic. Ben, I'm probably stage 3 by your definition, Stephen. I don't drink daily 3 nights a week, but increasing amounts. I feel so addicted. I'm going to force myself to have a break off it. You've got it, Ben, yeah. Alcohol addiction is a sliding scale. It is. It goes on very quickly. Soon gets a hold of you, saying. Stoic, congratulations to Urban Angst. Yeah, it's done really well, isn't it? 10 months. Keep plugging away, and you'll get there. Because we've managed it. Family manage it. You can manage it. So we all look at it. Because I'm no clever clothes, It was just a question of not picking up the drink. Don't pick it up. That's it. It's a conscious decision to drink, isn't it? Nobody's forcing you to it. It was fear of withdrawal. Now it's fear of failure. Never fear the failure aspect. Face the fears. The fear of withdrawal drove me to drink more. 100% agree with that. But don't worry about the failure because you're on here. That's a good start. You'll win it. It'll help you win it. Tom, I think hitting rock bottom is like betting on red and black. You win or you lose. Everything. I agree. I wish I hadn't got a rock bottom. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? Benjamin, there's no way so start was drinking 60 units a day. The way he talks down people. He has seen the meetings that Sam makes me on. But don't watch them, Ben. That's the thing, isn't it? Thanks, Stoic. Leslie Julie. Too much about the salads, yogurt, and healthy. Good. The eggs and cheese won't do any harm. Neil, one thing I have noticed at the time at work goes quick now with the booze. Well, that's good, isn't it? Because you're not waiting for the next fix, as it were. Steve Jones went 8 years. I did, yeah. And then I relapsed in 2014. Not because I had a craving, just because of other factors. But I wouldn't now. I thought I could control it then. I know now 100% I can't control it. And I'd die. It's as simple as that. Hello, Scooter. Hope you're well, Tom. Wesley, yes, I've got there. Great. So you don't really know the extent of your drinking until you stop. You can gauge your problem by the strength of the withdrawals. Yeah, that's a good point. Mine was just, I went from hair of the dog to top up to full time, really. Time goes by faster when we're well. That's of course it does, yeah. Because you've got other interests. You'll read the paper, you'll have some food, a cup of coffee, you'll do things. When you're drinking, all you can do is drink. As I said the other night, alcoholism puts you in a stagnant phase and you're not productive. Alcoholics have no purpose, you see. The only purpose you've got in life is getting another drink and trying to stave off the withdrawals. We're more aware and present, of course we are. Definitely. If you'd like to support the channel, because I hope these lives are benefiting you all, then please drop a super chat in or buy me coffee links at the top there. The more people that support the channel, and the more I can do for the channel, and the more videos we'll do, more lives we'll do, more posts, and loads of other things we can do. The rock bottom thing's been helpful for me in a strange sort of way. It was very frightening when I wasn't getting any better, but I was so ill, I was just at the mercy of the doctors as well. I just used to think, I wish they'd just give me those pills in 2014, and I wouldn't have ended up in critical care in 2019. It's got to be all right there, but apparently time goes faster when you're older. Anyway, yeah, so I'll count down the days. Scott, I get up early these days. I don't want to miss any of the fun. I know what you're saying. I go to bed late. I'm the other way around. Fear of missing out, isn't it? Fear of missing out is a big, big factor here. And you've got to be very careful with that. I mean, the biggest thing, I mentioned this, Amanda mentioned it last night, was complacency. That's the thing. I haven't seen cars on it tonight, but it's only early. It's only 10 to 9, isn't it? So making the decision to stop or to get sober, I mean, I had to. I think a few of others had to because of medical problems and physical and mental problems. But you have to make a firm decision to stop. And, got to be honest with yourself and think about what it's done to you, the impact it's had, on your life and your family. Leslie, I spent a couple of hours today doing a crossword in the magazine. I just thought, I just bought with €100 prize. Wow. I was very proud I finished, but the deadline was yesterday. Oh, bollocks. Could have bought all a pint. It's important, but yesterday. So it was very threatening when I wasn't getting better. Yeah, it was. It was about a year and a half during COVID. I don't know if COVID's got anything to do with it, but I know the hospitals are busy. I just didn't feel I was getting any better until I put this stent in my liver. Catherine, you should stop. Yeah, definitely. Catherine, it was okay to go about, but not worth it today. And drink is so expensive. It costs so much money. You won't be sick anymore. If you can get off the booze, it's so good, isn't it? So you've got to make a conscious decision. Be honest with yourself. How much are you drinking? What sort of impact does it have? Because when you should write this stuff down, you can refer to it. Not just go, oh, I'll be all right. Because you're not going to be all right. I think in my head, I'll be all right. When you work it out, you're not going to be all right, are you? You've already gone down the slippery road, slippery path, whatever, and you're at the bottom anyway. You just got to get your head around it. Write down your reasons for wanting to stop. I've got a list here. Write your reasons for wanting to stop. That's your health, relationships, money, peace of mind. That's another thing. I could never relax without alcohol. And once you've got peace and you can relax without alcohol, life's a totally different ballgame, to be fair. Everything slots into place. It's much, much better, much more enjoyable, Setting a start date, that could be a good thing as well. Sorry for being late. Had a health condition with a family member, and now I have to go again. Don't worry, Johnny, you'll be fine. Hope everything works out okay. Catherine, I'm getting better, though I am losing interest in drink rapidly. That's wonderful news. Martha, hi, how are you doing? Nice to see you. See what anxiety keeps us drunk. Well, I think the anxiety is part and parcel of this fear of withdrawal, to be fair. The fear of coming off the booze and having another seizure was my problem. Urbanized. We did an exercise in one of my recovery groups. Homework was to go through a year of bank statements to see how much was spent on booze. It was shocking to see it in front of my own eyes. I bet it was. Add on to that the odd taxi, food, drinks you bought, maybe that hasn't been on a card or whatever, maybe just cash. Maybe double it. So write down the reasons you want to get sober. Have a start date as well. A lot of people have started today, not just on here, but within the channel. Obviously, the 1st of October, isn't it? But I think it's just to stop as soon as you can, as soon as it's safe to stop. They'll do right in this as well. They'll go through a few things somebody's mentioned here. Remove alcohol from your home to avoid temptation. I was past that, I think, but probably a good idea. Richard Bruce, 3 years sober. Can I do better, Steve? I could write another novel. If you're 3 years sober, it's fantastic. You've done really well. That's a tough self-reflection. 3 years sober. No, you can't do any better. You're doing really well there. Let's go Bob Urban. That's a tough self-reflection. Catherine, taxis are unreal, way too expensive. Of course, yeah. All these ancillary expenses come from too much drink. The taxis, the food, the drinks you buy for the house, the drinks you buy for the people, the money you lose, all this sort of thing. It all adds into the expense of it all. The biggest expense is your health. And the fact you're not productive. And you miss out on promotions at work, you miss out on opportunities to start businesses, all sorts of things. All you're doing is recovering, you see, and drinking more. Tom Curran, my anxiety gets so bad, I'm drinking. It's painful to drink to stop the pain, but withdrawals. This is the problem with withdrawals, are horrendous. Tom, I don't know if you've contacted me, but you can do, and also maybe see the doctor if it's getting that bad. Hopefully they'll give you something. I know they didn't give me anything. I've heard a lot of bad reports about the NHS at the moment. They're not giving anyone, or not giving many people, a lot of help or any medication even. I've seen one guy who said there's only 2 beds available in the whole of the northeast, which is crazy, isn't it? I mean, I'm on about recovery beds for rehab. Medical costs, taxis, 100%. I'm just kicking into this last bender. You've got to be tough, Richard. Can't be any more benders. So strip things of all that disturbed and confused and see what each is at the bottom. You'll then comprehend that they contain nothing fearful except the fear itself. Yeah, exactly. You can't be fearful of failure. You've got to plough on. But definitely, I was fearful of withdrawal, 100%. Richard, you can do it. Hi, Kathy. Craziness, 100% craziness. It's all crazy, isn't it? What we did. But we did have good times. Or we thought we did. We wouldn't have done otherwise, you see. That's the problem. Let's go above 90% of all fears are unreal. Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. We overthink. Samara being pissing, I could spend £100 on drinking in the evening, but I would complain about buying a cup of coffee for 3. That's a massively relevant comment. Yeah, in sort of 25 years ago, and I was spending £50 now and again on drink. It's a long time ago in central London. And I said, I'm not going to buy that egg sandwich because it's £1.70. Crackers, isn't it? Crazy. I like that, yeah. Tom, the NHS no good left on your own. I'm totally dry for 2 days now. Well done, Tom. How are you feeling? Hope you're doing all right. You're not going to get any major problems. If you do get any major problems, obviously call 999, So about £100 I'm drinking, moan about the coffee. I know I've done that many times. And you look at your bank statement and think, wow, there's a couple of grand in there, there's only 30 pence left. It's madness, expensive to try and kill ourselves. Where else do you find an establishment you go into when people are fighting to get the bar with the credit cards and debit cards and cash to buy an attractively packaged poison in a way, isn't it? Give me some poison. Make me feel ill tomorrow. Scope up, I learned to stop, remind myself it's just a thought and it's the past or the future. Nobody hears it but me. Dismiss it quickly. Yeah, it's a good way of doing it. Anthony O'Rourke, well done, Tom. Yeah, you're doing well. 2 days. Get the next couple of days over. Chris and Brewster, for me, the hard part is trying to relax without it. Yes, I totally agree. That's the point. I try to make every day, really. If you can relax without alcohol, then you're really winning the battle. Because alcohol, well, I always used to relax. I thought I had a stressful day. I only had a stressful day because I'd been drinking probably the night before and I got through the day, Next, I would stand in a grocery aisle agonising that something wasn't on $1 off sale, and then go to the pub and spend 50 quid, $50, yeah. Madness, isn't it, what we do with money? It's like Scopo, we are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination. We do, yeah, overthinking again, isn't it? Frank Stein, I'm a great guy when I do not drink, so why am I drunk? It's a weakness we have, not just a weakness, it's a habit with me. I enjoyed it and I became mixed up with it, basically. Magica, what do you think about moderation? 3 pints once a week. Fine if it doesn't control you. Fine if you're not a problem drinker. But if you're a problem drinker, an alcoholic, or you're dependent on it, whatever way you want to put it, you can't drink socially. You haven't got 3 choices: drink a lot, drink socially, or not at all. You've only got 2: drink a lot and die early, or give it up. So moderation. Would a doctor ever say to you, moderate the amount of heroin you're taking? No, they tell you to stop. It's the only drug where people say, oh, you can maybe try cutting down. That's what the doctor said to me. Try cutting down. You don't tell a heroin addict to cut down. So it's a slightly different thing, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? So magic, probably not best to have 3 or 4 pints if it's controlling you. If you can do it once a week, brilliant. Catherine, I don't crave drink at all about a binge. A lot of people are like that, Catherine. Binge drinking. Not me, Leslie. Crochet. Christopher, your body is still looking for an endorphin high, which increases anxiety. Find a way of getting an endorphin rush. Richard, that's good reasoning, social drinker or drunkard. Yeah, you cannot be a social drinker if you've got problems. Magic, no problem. Dr. Dolly, how's got Bob? Tom Cunningham, just the anxiety with me at the minute, trying not to be too hard on myself about past. I'm not in danger of a seizure or anything. Well, that's good. If you know where you are, then it's brilliant. If you'd like to support the channel, if you benefit from these lives, I hope you do, then please support the channel. Hit the super chat button or buy me coffee links on the top there, pinned, because there's no monetization on here. The more people that help the channel support, the more we can do with the channel, and the more we'll be able to do as a group. Dolly Jolly, yes, it's still tough for me to find activities that give me the thrill of being drunk and delusion. Life can be slow and boring, but I'll take it. It's got to be done. Slow things down. The drunken chapter's finished. Francis signs, you will drink either because of some past trauma as a defense mechanism to block out the pain of the past, or you still enjoy drinking more than the pain afterwards. Scobo, got my skateboard again, 59. There you go. Why not? If you fancy a drink, just have a coffee. My fear of being uncomfortable. I know what you mean. We all have different fears and worries, don't we? But I've got a friend who's very frightened of being alone. I mean, God, just for the odd night. So there's all sorts of reasons people drink. But alcohol is not your friend. Definitely not your friend. Leslie, Tom, try to forget the past. I cringe when I think of mine. To get well, I had to move forward. You've got to keep moving on. Move on to tomorrow. Today, even, is important. And tomorrow is even more important. Tom, don't worry about the past. I bet you're a great guy. Yeah, we're all good people. We've all made mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes in their life. And we have to be mindful of the fact that this is a big, big problem. Music Man, I'm a local lad like you. I'm an alcoholic. I'm still going through the withdrawal at the moment. How long have you been off, Mike? You'll be careful. Dr. Dolly Urban, go climbing, walk in a very high place. That's in a thrilling experiment. It is, yeah, it's good. Do something different, 2 days, Mike. How are you feeling? If you think you're going to seize, go to the emergency room. 100%. Ring 999. Richard Bruce, no wish. Scooter, you ride. I once relapsed because I was sitting in the garden happy. There was no noise in my head and I felt uncomfortable being content. How mad is that? Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Yeah, there's all sorts of reasons why we relapse. I mean, I relapsed because I thought it was going to benefit the relationship. It was crazy. And, like I said, I don't have any cringes. Mike the Music Man, when I'm going through the no sleep stage at the moment and I'm itchy. Yeah, that'll pass. That'll pass. Mike. I cringe when I think of my past. Yes, it is hard, isn't it? I think about the money that was wasted, the time I actually spent in bed, tossing and turning, sweating, feeling terrible, not being able to eat, not having any quality time at all. It was just a battle. It was just bed, drink, work, bed, drink, work, even though I was living in a lovely place, having a forest, had a beautiful daughter and all that sort of thing. I had issues with my marriage, which is a different story. But, me as a person, I had a great job that I enjoyed. I had some good friends at work and this sort of thing, and in the local pub. But the amount I put down my neck took that away from me. My best man actually said, he died unfortunately a few years ago, but he said, you need to stop drinking now, or cut down the drinking, he said, because you'll not be able to drink in the future. And here I am, he's right, wasn't he? He also told me to get married to a wife. So he's right on that story as well, wasn't he? There you go. Scott, about try and live in the moment. The day yesterday is gone. Tomorrow he isn't here. We need to center ourselves. Yeah, good point. And be present. Yes, itchiness is awful, but it goes away. So we do the bile duct, isn't it? Scott, about Catherine, I bet you could write a book. We all could, couldn't we? I've written one. Or be an ebook. Have a look on the sites in the description. It's only $5.99 for an ebook. It's pretty good, I'm told. Richard Bruce, the past is just a whisper of what once was. Nostalgia is a song. Yeah. You have to forgive yourself. Yeah, I don't like looking at it and think, oh, really, really great. I just think, God, what a waste of time. I waste out on a lot of nice experiences. If you'd like to drop a super chat in, please do. It doesn't matter how much it is. We'll support the channel hugely, or the buy me coffee link's pinned at the top there. If you want to support the channel, let's do more with it. Let's get some more people involved. Share the videos, share these lives, and make more people aware of it. If you can, Scope, I would love to write a book. You can easily write a book. Just jot a few things down. Start. It's amazing when you start. It's like talking, isn't it? Just talk, but write at the same time. If that makes sense. And it'll all come to you. All come to you. I could talk for 20 years on what happened to me. I've got a very good memory as well, man. Because I rarely sort of got out of hand and keeled over any like that. I didn't sort of have blackouts very often. I did once or twice wake up in having a forest and completely out of it, like out of my head. Not drunk, just where have I been? Looking back at my manners, it seems very human. I have compassion for myself. That's a good message. Yeah. So when I get an endorphin rush when I'm kicking the shit out of my outboard motor when it breaks down in the middle of the shipment channel. I bet. Mike the Music Man, all those CDs behind you. It's just a wallpaper actually. Tom, yes, mate, your first time going dry. Yeah, was it your first time trying without booze, Mike? Now I've done a book, Catherine. There's an ebook out. If you go in the description of all of the videos, it's a link in there. I'll send you actually. The present moment is all you have to live or lose. Yeah, that's it. We're here now, aren't we? Vince, do that. I reckon I have a bit of a gambling problem. Have you ever had any devices besides the booze? Not really, no. No, I'm saying not really. No, I would say no. I've never tried gambling. I tried it, but I lost money. I'm a bit risk averse with that. I've seen people go down the pan with gambling. It's the fastest way to lose money, isn't it? Score Bob. Our perspective of your story could be very humorous. We all have similar past with caring degrees, shenanigans, crimes as bad behavior. Oh yeah, Christ. Oh, see, yeah. Well, thanks, guys. Just look on the link. It's quite interesting. Make the Music Man. No, it's not the first time going to die. I've tried umpteen times to stop. The cravings never stop. Yeah, I never had cravings. I just had this. So, well, might as well try it. But must be awfully got the cravings. Steve Jones, we're all on different journeys. Listen to your body. Good point. But as the Submariner said numerous times, we're all in the same boat, really. We have a drink problem, but we choose not to drink. Just still stay alive, really. And to have a better quality of life. Like, it is that saying. It's not just adding life to your years. Years to your life. It's adding life to your years, isn't it? Get some life in you, get the gym, get out for a walk, meet some people, do stuff, travel. Whatever you want to do. You don't have to travel, but you know what I mean? You do what you like. You have to keep trying, Scott, Bob, yeah. Yeah, Stephen, how was early sobriety when you began your 8 years? It was good. Well, I've been 6 years now. It's been even better. As soon as I got sober, the anxiety disappeared. Sleep better, you feel better, you eat better, you look better. Everything falls into place as soon as you stop drinking. Yeah, it's much better. Mike had cravings, but it was just either thirsty or hungry. Best be hungry than thirsty, I suppose, with this. Mike, I'm surprised I'm still here. Me too. I'm surprised I'm still here. I think it's a Barrett probably as well, and a few others. But when you get off it, your body will fight for you, as I mentioned before. Urban Catherine, self-compassion is crucial. It is, 100%. Tom, I gave up drinking, then ended up online gambling due to boredom. Healthy ways of relieving boredom. Healthy ways: read a book, do something else, meet some friends, learn to cook, learn to do stuff that's more important to you than drinking. That's the thing. Something's more. There's got to be something more important than drinking. You've got to find something. Don't leave my evening dusk walk. Bats was flying overhead. I squealed and laughed when one flew right at my head. Good of hell of a life you drive. Interesting. All your knitting and all that. And bats. Where do you live? It's like a sort of like vampire forest or something. I just imagine one of the little cottages, Mike the Music Man, Dotty Dolly, I'm just drinking water and Vimto at the moment. I need to find myself again and get creative with my music. Yeah. I've taught a musician today from New York who I do one-to-ones with. It's a big, big culture in music game, isn't it? Big, big game. Cravings on ourselves. It's the brain believing we need our drug of choice to survive, like we need water and air. Addiction has tricked us to think this way. We must rewire the brain. Yeah, good point, Stuart. Good point. Some people get cravings, some people don't. People drink because of emotions. Also, there's 1,000 reasons, isn't there, really? But cravings aren't good. Vince Duna, I don't feel the need to drink every day, but when I do, I generally have to push it until I've blacked out or done something incredible. I avoid it out of fear, but no, it's only a matter of time. Wow. Interesting, Vince. That one. Got to try and get off it full time, haven't you? Dotty Music Man, that's great. You play music. Yeah. That's it. Put your energy into something else. Put your energy into something you enjoy and it's not going to kill you. It's a crying I hear when you're withdrawing, you just break down. Yeah, but this is an honest a placing, be honest here. We've all done that. We've all done that. In the countryside, bats are tiny, pivot straw bats. Okay. Must be interesting. Yeah, everyone's cried. Everyone's felt terrible. Someone felt suicidal. I did at one point when I wasn't getting better. I was in a hospital environment thinking, what's the point of being here? Counting the tiles on the wall. I mean, it's crackers. I went mad. You have two bats that come out at the same time every evening when I sit in the garden and flies circle just above my head. Yeah, they're very fast little things. Bats are. And, you've got to be looking at the fact that you want some more out of life. Because when you're 20, you never think you're going to be 30 and 40, So early sobriety, you've got to get getting started. Take the alcohol out of the house. Plan for triggers. Keep away from boozers that you used to go to. The most important thing in my mind is to try and get somebody else to take your time. Or, to spend time with somebody or to fill in the time because you've got a lot of spare time when you don't drink. Because you're not recovering, are you? You're not drinking. You're not in this mess anymore. Because every day, every hour of the time I was drinking for that 5 years between 2014 and 2019 was taken either drinking, recovering from drink, being sick from drink, getting to the pub, getting back from the pub, worrying about money, about where we're going to the next drink, getting drink delivered. And it was madness. It was hell. And all that time now, I've got to do other things. I know it's easy for me to say because I've got other things to do. I've got a really strong partner and I've got a good life. However, it's hard to do that on your own. That's another thing. But you can do it. I did it on my own. You can do it. And when you feel well enough, you can branch out a little bit in life, But positive mindset's a big thing. Tom, it was short-lived, the gambling. Yes, I get emotional withdrawal, angry to crying. Yeah, we've been there. See, why can't you have a mad weekend and go out sober? I can't. A lot of people can. Most people can. Booze negates the feelings. Yeah, we could be crying as part of it. Sit in the fellas with full regard. Tough. You can do it, yeah. Arts and crafts, definitely. Vince, a recent subscriber anyway, and your videos have definitely impacted and serve as an important daily reminder. Transparency is very welcome and informative. Thank you, Vince. Nate, just found your channel. Welcome, Nate. Nice to see you here. So, Marna, come again, Nate, and like and subscribe and all that sort of carrying. So, man, the cravings are actually for the buzz that alcohol gives you. A nice warm place to escape where your problems drastically reduce in your mind. We all know what that feeling is like. Yeah, we do. It tends to um, chill us out, doesn't it? When we're young, and then it becomes a problem. Thanks to welcome to Vincent, Nate. If you want to, if you benefit from this, the lives, and please drop in the super chat or buy me coffee links at the top there. If you want to support the channel, it's most welcome, and it will keep the channel strong, present, and at the front of the queue. As I like to say, the more people that help support the channel, the more we'll do. Good to see the new people on here. Lives are most nights by 8:30. I'll let you know when I'm not going to be on. So just for about an hour, it gives people somewhere to tune into, to have a chat, maybe be accountable, if that makes sense. Because I was left alone. Really, the doctors just said stop or taper down, moderate it, the usual things, and then go to this community place. Well, I couldn't even get there. I was so weak and ill, and the other time I did get there, they wanted breathalyzers and all sorts of carrying. It was a waste of time. So, please share, like, and subscribe to Steve's channel. It gets the message on YouTube for like-minded people. Yeah, thanks, Samara. Please share, like, and subscribe to Steve's channel. It gets the message out on YouTube. Thank you. Mike the Music Man, I just found your channel. Just pressing the YouTube logo a few times and you're local to me as well. Excellent. Cheers, Mike. What area are you in? I'm Gosforth Way. Vince Tuna, hello to you all. Excellent, Vince. Nice Scooter Bob. It's my party and I'll cry if you want. Yeah. Yeah, I've got the lyrics. I better have the lyrics of that song all night. Nate, I've just subscribed. Really want to be part of this. What can I do? Sign up. Just watching your shorts has made me want to join this chain. Just come on here. There is a WhatsApp group as well, but I'll give you the number if you want to join that. This is for Nate or anybody else wants to join it. If you text me, I'll tell you the details. Well, there's quite a few people in there who talk all the time, mainly about football now, man. But there's still a lot of, we do check on each other, make sure everyone's still on track. Nate, that's for you, that number. Okay, says, okay, mate, I know you are. It's only 10 minutes, isn't it, across the bridge, although the bridge hasn't been fixed yet. So, Nate, that number's for you there. Stoic, we've been blocking out emotions with drinking drugs, so when we get clean sober, it's like we're feeling these emotions for the first time. Yeah, they feel real, don't they? And they can be so while I'm sitting them and be grateful to feel. Yes, be grateful for what you've got. It's the thing. Steve, I think my best mate would still be alive for this channel. It's an amazing thing to say. It's sad in a way, but if we can help people, it's fantastic news for me to get. A message. I got a message from my family the other day. Who said, they helped their daughter, and it's wow. I didn't think I had that much influence, but it was just like, well, what's going on? Because the police was helping people as well, man. But this is even more personal, isn't it? See, I text you, but I don't think you got it. I don't think I did score. +44 for you, isn't it? If you're in the States. I shall look it up again. I don't think I got a score. So I'm not getting all the text messages. I don't know why, especially from overseas. Try WhatsApp. That may be better. Mike the Music Man, how do people cope with the bad dreams they have when they withdraw? Good question. Anybody else answer that? Mike the Music Man, I didn't have bad dreams really, to be honest. I'm not really sure about that. Don't go back to sleep. That's a good point, yeah. You still get up and do something. Maybe you got to push through that, you know what I mean? You push through the bad dream phase. We're going to have problems. If we've been drinking for a long period of time, then it can cause issues with sleep and things. That's minor compared with what's actually I'll do to you. You know what I mean? But it can be a problem. I know it causes a lot of problems with sleeping. Vivid dreams. The bad dreams are just that. It's not part of your personality. Make music or art from the dreams. That's a good point. Yeah, you make a song about it. So it might just know that they are only dreams. They don't last. That's the addiction hating that you're getting sober can only challenge you. Then you sleep, don't threaten them. They can't help you. It's very true. Cobalt. I've been having terrible relapse dreams the past few weeks. I wake up thankful it's not real yet. I used to do that weird thing I was drinking. Terrible, isn't it? Vince, takes time with the dreams. The cleaner your system gets, the more healthy your dreams will become. Will be. Happens to me. Jotty, I had night terrors. Had to work through the story. They've gone. Wow. Scuba, well, Tom, don't think you can do much about the medication the doctor will give you. Um, I think you just got to battle through and just do it. Do it for yourself and be strong. Um, Mere feelings can't kill you; they pass just like cravings. If the addicted mind turning up the volume on your discomfort, yeah, could be. I mean, it's a mind-altering drug, isn't it? Alcohol. Bound to have issues, aren't we? Bound to have problems with it. Regarding sleep disrupted by dreams, medication is not for everyone. But whatever that is, mirtazapine, 50 milligrams minimum doses help with deeper sleep, but beware it's also increases appetite. I think the appetite can be sort of, if you put a bit of weight on, you always get that off. But thanks for that, Urban. Next man, Mike, I used to have a recurring dream every time I withdrew. My dad's head would appear on a giant fly, trying to burrow into the skin on my arms. I would check my body all over when I woke. Jesus Christ, you've had some hellish problems, someone, haven't you? Thanks for posting mind. It's a big warning to people. Some of the people have been really, really ill with this, especially in the Samara's case and Leslie with the transplant. Horrendous. Scott Bob, I have dreams like I'm hiding behind the couch drinking. The whole family's watching TV. I'm pretending they're not there. Then my drink falls out. Wow. Music man, next time. Oh my god, that sounds really bad. Never had dreams as bad as that. Brand name is Remeron. Okay, thanks, Evan. There's all sorts of medication there. Yeah, I was the sneakiest drinker. Couldn't turn your back on me. Yeah, we've all been sneaky, haven't we? Things we did. I mean, I had a major problem in that I didn't drink spirits. I had to lug all this beer around. And cans and bottles, just had to put them in socks, as I think I mentioned before, so they didn't clank around. And trying to get the top off, there was only screw tops then. Or open a can, just a cough and put the tap on, put the kettle on. That's my dreams at Scotland was answering. Was it come back? Nice one. The strange dreams, aren't they? That I definitely had this one. I look back, recurring dream that I was in. I'd been drinking again, woken up, and I think, oh God, I've had drinking. The panic that's set in actually from the dreams. I think we've all been sticker drinkers. We all have, yeah, 100%. Trying to get another half from the bar when you pretend you got the toilet and all this sort of thing. It's madness, isn't it? Or we did all that just to try and show people, pretend that we were sober, pretend that we were normal. And I think everybody in my family knew I had a problem. Probably people who worked it as well. But I mean, a lot of people who work that I worked in Sunderland, at least in the 90s, 80s, 90s, no. A lot of people drank too much then. But that was expected. It was sort of expected of you to drink a lot then, wasn't it, in London? But everywhere. The UK as a whole. But it's worse now with those Wetherspoons, isn't it? I used to wake up screaming and sweating. Wow, horrible, Catherine, isn't it? Make the music man. I've hidden my drinking habits from my mum. I still do. She'll know, Mike, honestly. She'll have an inkling. I hope you benefit from these lives. If you do, please drop a super chat in or buy me coffee links at the right hand side there. Because it's not monetized, just it helps us flow, and I think we're doing a good job here. I think you're all doing a good job coming on here, and we can feed off each other's comments. I've had my drinking habits. My mum, eyes she can smell it, of course. Mothers know everything. Remember that. And they're daft. So we become sneaker drinkers, 100%. So when you're coming off it, you have to replace the ritual, right? Replace the ritual of drinking. It's habit forming, isn't it? Genova, 52 days sober for me today. Your child has been a big help. Thanks, Genova. I've never managed this before. Thank you so much. Managed to get off antidepressants too after being on them for nearly 20 years. Wow, you've done really well. Wake up soaked, I do. I do sometimes, yeah, well, I used to. It's terrible to go about. The sweat's terrible. I think it's not smart too. I spend that much and leave myself with next to no money for another drink. Yeah, terrible what we did, isn't it? Genova, congratulations. And driver, hello, Anne. How are you doing? Mitazapine, or what's called, it's terrible for putting weight on. Constantly ravenous as well, but it works brilliantly for better sleep. Well, the pitfalls of benzos, you have to taper off it though. Right, thanks, Adam, for that one. Nice to see you on here again. I hope you're well. So, Mara, I still get dreams where I am drinking, or I'm searching for the drink, and then at the off license and pubs are always closed when I get there. All the drink would spill out of my hand before I could drink it. Jesus. Yeah, I did have similar dreams a couple of years ago. I just think, wow, what the hell's happened, you know? Yeah, so you got to come off the booze and stay off the booze. You've got to replace the. It's a good way of putting out this. Somebody's written here. Replace the ritual. Find new routines and times you used to drink. Creative projects. Do something. Rather than habit, is put ritual. I like that. And obviously, look after your body, exercise, sleep, nutrition. All help stabilize the mood and reduce cravings. That's what you want to avoid, the cravings. The biggest thing you have to relapse, in my view, with any of you, and myself included, is relapse, Gary. The complacency, the boredom, the feeling that you're in control, and the feeling that you want to fit in again. I don't mind being the exclusive minority, because I asked one of my clients today, I did a one-to-one with, do any of your friends not drink? He said he couldn't name anybody who doesn't drink. So there you go. Andrew, it worked great for me to taper off. I began to cut the pills in half, 7.5 mg for a few weeks. It seemed okay, but at higher doses, best to do it with the doctor's supervision. Okay, thanks, Ewan. Tom, these dreams show us how deep our minds are, subconscious, of course they do. When I was really sort of ill, I used to have good dreams. I used to try and get back in the dream the next night, try and forget. I used to hope I'd wake up and it was all a dream, the illness. Vince had a mate who would drink beer with me and a few mates in the sitting room, but now and then he would go to the Jacks to drink vodka. He'd be far more pissed after coming back. Addiction is a cruel fate. It is, mate. Absolutely horrendous. Do you know, if I was two on antidepressants for 20 years, hard, isn't it? That all we had to do was stop drinking and we were no longer depressed. Of course, it's a depressant drug, isn't it? And it takes everything from us. I kind of like my creepy dreams. Creepy dreams. I don't like creepy dreams. I don't have many dreams, to be honest. I've got time. So one day maybe our dreams could be videotape recorded. Certainly would make for some interesting viewing, wouldn't it? Yeah. God knows what's happened with this AI and the things they're doing, robots and all. I mean, God. I know one thing: alcoholism is on the increase, regardless of what they say in the media about youngsters not drinking. I know that for a fact because of people I deal with in the NHS on the front line. Many more problems to come. Many more problems to come. You just go to the supermarket any day of the week. See what people are buying. Yes, you've got to look after your body. We know that. Try alcohol-free drinks. Bit of controversy over that. I don't mind alcohol-free drinks. I'm just looking at this guy that sent me this long list. 7 to 8 hours at most. Rewards recovery real. You will stop worrying as much. That is all part of the anxiety, isn't it? That's incredible when you don't worry so much about things. I mean, I don't really worry about anything now. Not like I used to. I used to worry about crazy, stupid things that we've blown out of all proportion, really. I think all the food eating places that get drink licenses to encourage drinking, most of the restaurants make far more profit on the wine and beer than they do on this food. Maybe Indian restaurants make more because it's just rice and nonsense, isn't it? And bottles of wine themselves 30, 40 quid. I see commercials for whiskey market specifically for young people who are irresponsible. Yeah, exactly. But we did it, didn't we? Every one of us drank to excess at some point, and that's why we're all here. So we can't blame the youngsters, but what we can say is we need to get them off. This sort of thing can help, because prior to this there was nothing, was there? We just go to the doctor. They'll say you have these pills for a few days, then you just relapse. It's got to be a long-term policy, this, where once people are off, they stay off. Because once they start relapsing, as I've said a million times now, they're going to get into trouble. Scooter Bob boozes everywhere. It certainly is. Make the Music Man. Weatherspoon is a perfect example of that. Eating and drinking in the same place is convenient. Yeah. I don't know if you go to that one. I beat that one in Biker. I don't know if is there any Spoons in Gateshead, Mike. The High Main and Bike, that's always past Shields Road. Leslie, talking sleep. I am starting to nod off. It's an hour later here. Thanks for a great chat. Good night, Steve. And everyone, yeah, I'm going to wrap up soon anyway. Thanks, Leslie. See you soon. And thanks for coming on. Thanks for your chat, as always. There's one in Gateshead, the Tiley Stone. I've never been in that one, Mike. See you soon, Leslie. Leslie won't mind me telling you that she's had a liver transplant, 17 hours operation, 17 hours, 2 teams of surgeons. Well done, Leslie. My heart goes out to you because that's extreme, and it can happen to any of us, especially if we start drinking again. Because when you relapse after a long period off, you will go straight to withdrawal. It'll hit you like a train. Urban drinking is a rite of passage when we're young. Sobering up is a rite of passage when we're older. There's still a lot of people at Urban that I know my age that do still hammer it every day. They've all got problems, mind. They're all on medication. I don't have any medication at all. Probably a bit of moisturiser, my girlfriend says I need. I think young men drink whiskey now because they're watching their weight. Right? Okay, I understand. They're still drinking, aren't they? Like we did. We've all done it. I mean, we've all drank too much. If you would like to support the channel, please do. Please hit the super chat button or the coffee links on the right hand side there. And let's get some more support in, get some more people on, and keep pushing this because it is helping people. I want to help more people. And if you know anybody else who needs help, then get them on the channel, get them on here. Because we average about 50, 60 people. The other night we had 92, which is brilliant. I don't know where that came from, but maybe it's just certain evenings are better than others. For getting people out there for just popping in. I think during the week people are a bit pissed off when they go to bed early. I'm not sure, but it's certainly interesting to see everybody hear the comments and stories and they help people because it's incredible. Yeah, that's about the side of urban angst. Yeah, it is a rite of passage, isn't it? Nobody says, "Oh, you're going to take heroin when you're 18." It's just as bad alcohol, isn't it? Oh, you're 18, never drink that. It's just not. It's not good at all, is it? Not good at all. And I think we need to be mindful of how serious this can be. And if we know people, we all know families with people who have got problems. Tell them to come in here because I think this is better than going to the GP in some ways. Hi, Samantha, Leslie, and done about an hour, Samantha. So I think we're going to wrap up soon. But it's been good having a chat about a number of things, really, about how rock bottom saved my life, really, and a few other people. Dr. Dolly, you'll get more viewers on the darker night evening shops or getting packed with booze. I laughed about it. It was like a computer game trying to avoid bumping into all that. I know what you mean. Definitely. Oh, the dark nights would be crazy because people are bored, totally bored. And it's a big problem for people. Boredom, loneliness, not being productive. As I said, I did a little short today. When we drink, we have no purpose. And it's hard to get your life back on track. Once you do, your life will be 1,000 times better. Mine certainly is for different reasons, but it's nice to be sober. It's nice to be able to help people and feel good. Because I didn't feel good ever when I drank, to be fair. I always had a bit of a, cloudy head, dry throat, or whatever it is, But I wasn't very productive a lot of the time. We've got to remember as well, a functioning alcoholic is only one step away from full-blown alcoholic. So you're never productive as a functioning alcoholic. DB 54 days sober. Well done, DB. Had a tricky week in work. I work with young children and they can be challenging at the best of times. Absolutely not going to de-stress with alcohol. Good. Do something else instead. Well done, though. Music Man 1978. Yeah, I mean, in Asda, it's in front of the shop. Yeah, it is everywhere now. Young men slurping down whiskey surely headed to this chat or another. I like it. Definitely. This is only chat, I think. And I think middle-aged adults have stopped doing the fun stuff they did as teens, sports, etc. Without a doubt. DB, congratulations, Jennifer. I'm so happy for you too. It is a crazy world. Alcohol, a crazy world. Urban Angst, Scrubber would hazard a guess. We will see it in the sobriety chat soon. Definitely. Chris Adams, day 45, 455, 145. That's good, isn't it? I only have control of the first drink. Quite simple. Although I'd love a drink. I can imagine the joy is gone. It would just make me sick. That's the thing. There's no joy in it anymore. Well done, 455. These lives are probably the highlight of my day. I live a pretty boring day on board. Okay, that's good of you, Samara. Kathy, yes, it's mid-afternoon here where I live. The positivity of these live streams helps so much with the evening ahead. Thanks, Kathy. I appreciate that. Let's go Bob Diddy. I'm 61. Teenager at heart. Samantha, congratulations, TV. Yeah, amazing 455 days. Still don't just stop drinking, using. Train yourself to be stronger than your addiction. I can go anywhere with anyone whenever I like. And I don't have any cravings. Stopping is good. Control is excellent. Yeah, it's nice to be free, isn't it? It's all about freedom, really. When you get off the booze. DB, cheers, Steve. Appreciate it. Yeah, I find sea swimming, walking, and cycling to be much better uses of my time. Start back at 5 aside. Brilliant. Keep it going. Scott, if I was still drinking, I would probably be a nasty person. Yes, I look forward to them too. Catherine, behind YouTube, this, ladies and gentlemen, is Stephen. Thanks for that. One of the most prolific offenders of prolific offenders. Yeah, I used to drink too much, far too much lager. We should stop early, There you go. Like I say, you can't turn the clock back, but you can wind it up again. And when you wind it up and you're sober, it's a much better life, far more interesting and entertaining. Hence, you surround yourself with, mind. Released after serving a 15-year sentence. Yeah, good man. DB, cheers, Samantha and Bob. We all got this great group of people here. We're all here to help each other, definitely. Behind YouTube TV, Stephen streams on YouTube lives hiding from the life he once portrayed. Thanks to everybody for coming on. So 8:30 seems a good time. Had a good chat again. Add a few points and got some more information. I think it gives people a little bit more time to relax at night. Leslie's an hour ahead because she's in Paris. Must be nice. Although she went into some horrendous, had some horrendous times with drinking and all that sort of thing. Charlotte, is that behind YouTube TV, Karen? A series of offenders committed by Stephen back in 2001 2004. Everyone I haven't said hey. Your inspiration, thank you. I don't know what this behind YouTube carry on is all about. Anyways, gone anyway, thanks. He's gone, I think. Thank you. There's some idiots, aren't there? You always get a few idiots. That's life, isn't it? You see them in the high street, you see them in the boozer, and you see them on the air. Goodbye, idiot. Yeah. There's always an idiot. There's idiots everywhere. We live with idiots. Looks a strange fella. Baldy as well. Some troll muppet, definitely. Okay, we'll see you all tomorrow then. And thanks for everybody for being here. Thanks for all of your support, as always. And if you've got any questions, then drop me a line. My number's in the description of all the videos. And Thursday, isn't it? Tomorrow. So quick. It'll be the 2nd of October. If anybody's hitting this Sober October business, then please drop a line on here and tell me where you are with it, whether you're suffering or whatever, or you're managing it all right, because it's a good thing to do. If you get a month in, it's brilliant, isn't it? Sure, you've got some control at least, Thanks, Dan. Good night, Catherine. Good night, DB. Well done again. Sorry for getting rid of that prick. These are my nights. I do hope to see you on tomorrow. Well, should be here, if not Friday. I'll put a post up. Good night, everyone. Take care. See you tomorrow. Thanks, Stoic. Hayden. Thanks, Steve. Good night, all. Vince. Good night. Thanks. Stoic. Good night, everyone. I'm not much of a You're good, Scott. You're very good. A lot of information. Jennifer, good night, everyone. Thanks for the stream and chat. I am now going outdoors to exercise. Brilliant. Yeah, you need it after that grilled cheese, Karen. The best of luck, guys. Bye, Steve. And I shall speak to you very soon. Have a quiet night. Cheers, all. And look after yourselves. Look after everybody else. One for Kevin. Rennie, I feel really happy about being sober and happy in life. Overly happy at times. It's good to be overly happy. But overly miserable, isn't it? When you're sober a month, it's just sober honeymoon period. You feel even better. We're feeling better. Right, so cheers all, and we'll get off. Now, bite a bit, I think. Take it easy, and I'll see you all very soon.